Hey guys, okay, so today I actually have an actual video for you. I didn't intend on making an actual video so soon from my last one, but we're gonna do it anyway because I just had this idea and I'm really trying to push this forward. So, okay, anyway, onto the topic of the video. Okay, so, as you know, if you've seen my first video that I ever made, I have a tattoo, and I'm currently saving up money to get more tattoos. And I thought, in my experience with my tattoo, and seeing other people get tattoos and loving tattoos, I would make a tattoo video, just to kind of give you like tips and stuff on what to do when you want to get a tattoo, what to think about when you're thinking about getting a tattoo, stuff like that. Toward the end of the video, I'm gonna get more into like piercings and stuff, but this is gonna be mainly tattoos. So first of all, you have to get into this mindset of, yes, tattoos do hurt to some degree. They don't all hurt in the same way. Some of them you won't even feel it. Some of them it'll be like agony. It depends on the placement and your pain tolerance and your mindset and how you feel about it and stuff like that. In my own opinion, if you really want the tattoo, then the pain will be worth it. So just keep that in mind when you're going to get a tattoo. It's going to hurt, but the pain level itself will vary depending on like your pain tolerance, how much you really want this tattoo, your placement of it, stuff like that. So you gotta keep that in mind. When you're thinking about getting a tattoo, this before you even start getting the tattoo, this before you make the appointment, anything. This when you're thinking about it, before any of the tattoo stuff happens. You need to think about, what do you really want? Because I know there's a lot of people that'll get a tattoo that think it looks really cool, and when they go to get it, they'll be so excited for it, and then they'll go home and they'll be like, oh yeah, this is really awesome, and then a couple months later or a year down the road, they don't like it so much anymore. They regret getting that specific tattoo. Or maybe it's placed wrong or something like that. They end up not liking it. Tattoos are on your body forever. There are ways to get them removed. You can get them covered, you can get them removed professionally, but it's a long process, and I promise you, getting a tattoo removed hurts more than getting it put on, and you either live with it or you get it removed, and most of the time people live with it because getting a tattoo removed, it costs a lot of money. So when you think about that, when you're thinking about getting a tattoo, what do I really want in this tattoo? Does it mean something to me? Do I really like the design? Does it have something to do with me? Does it have something to do with a family member, my personality, stuff like that? Make sure you're going to love this tattoo and be happy with it, because you have to live with it for the rest of your life. You have to. Like, you're already spending all this money to get the tattoo. You don't want to spend more money because you end up not liking it, you know? You have to think about color. Do you want it in color, or do you want black and gray? Do you want the size of it? Stuff like that. That's all stuff to think about before you get the tattoo. Placement, where do you want it? Where would it look best? And the best thing I can say is, sorry, family came home. Okay, so, where was I? Oh yeah, when you're thinking about getting a tattoo, all that stuff is, like, you need to think about that before you get it. Because it's necessary, you know? You don't want to get a tattoo that you don't like. Now, you've decided what you want. You decide you want it black or gray or color, and you decide the best place for it. Also, something else that just came to mind. When you go in for your first appointment, they will take like a measurement of your body, see if it would look good there. Make sure you know your tattoo artist. Make sure it's somebody you really trust. Make sure they have the certificates and they're qualified to do it, because you don't want to get it and then they use a dirty needle or they don't clean their stuff properly. Make sure you really look into this, because it could be very dangerous. It could potentially kill you to get it done by somebody who's not a trained professional. Now, okay, so you've decided you want it color, you want it black and gray, you know where you want it, you've asked your tattoo artist if this would look great right here for example purposes, right here or whatever, and you chosen somebody that you trust, blah 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 blah. Now it's time to get the tattoo. Okay, so what I would suggest, what I did, is take 1 ibuprofen, drink lots of water, no drugs, no alcohol beforehand, none of that. Drink lots of water, 1 ibuprofen, like an hour or 2 beforehand. And then when you go in, you're going to be nervous. If it's your first tattoo, you're going to be nervous. Breathe. Just remember, breathe. And maybe if they allow it, bring in a bottle of water with you. You know, keep yourself hydrated, because that'll keep you from passing out. If it's a big tattoo, make sure you're prepared for that. Get in the mindset for it. If it's a big tattoo, like a sleeve or half a sleeve or whatever, or your side, make sure they have, most of the time they'll want to do it in like sections, like they'll do like this part and then this part and then this part, and they'll have different appointments for each part, just so that you don't pass out or you're in too much pain, because a good tattoo artist won't put you through too much pain if you can't handle it. So yeah, and then aftercare, your tattoo artist should give you an aftercare sheet. 99.9% of times, a good tattoo artist will give you an aftercare sheet telling you what you need to do, how to take care of it, stuff like that. In case they don't, which they should, what I did was I bought petroleum jelly, a little thing of petroleum jelly, and take like a tiny little bit, you don't need a whole lot, and put it over a thin layer right over top of it, and rub it in, and just make sure you keep it clean. Make sure you keep you can use diaper rash cream, stuff like that. Antibacterial is best. Just so that it's clean and it doesn't get infected and it heals right, because if it doesn't heal right, it'll fade and it'll look weird and then you won't like it anymore. So yeah, so that's how you do it. It's gonna hurt for a couple days after. Obviously, you have a bunch of needles being stabbed into you millions of times. It's gonna hurt for a little bit after. It'll be a little sore, but not too bad. So, yeah, if If you have any problems, you should be able to call up your tattoo artist, ask them questions. Go into your tattoo shop is best because then they can see the tattoo and how it's doing. They should do one free touch-up afterwards. That's what my tattoo artist did. One free touch-up like for a year after that or whatever. You have like a year to go in and get a touch-up, and if it's new, you should get a touch-up because it's gonna fade a little bit. You're gonna need to touch it up. Like, mine's fading. I need to get mine touched up. Just quickly, I'm gonna go on to the topic of piercings. I've had 2 lip piercings, like 4 tongue piercings. And I've had here, I've had here, I've had here. I mean, I've had a lot of piercings. Not as much as some other people, but I've had a lot of piercings. Piercings do hurt. What I would say is if you're gonna get like a mouth piercing, suck on some ice. Otherwise, just drink lots of water again, because there's always the chance that you might pass out. And take an ibuprofen beforehand, because that'll help. That'll help take the pain down. It'll take the swelling down, stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're thinking about getting a tattoo, take a picture. Send me pictures of your tattoos, your piercings. I would love to see, especially if they're new. Also, if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other videos. I know most of them are updates, but I mean, I try my best. I hope you guys have a lovely day. Bye.